welcome to the stream. I am the Straight Edge Monster, and we are playing Pro Wrestling Sim, saving the AWA. We are in April of '89. Well, technically we're March 29th, but we will be in April of '89 for this stream. Added a few wrestlers in over this past weekend. I'll be adding some more stuff in to help round out and help the world, the game world. So, looking forward to that. Today we'll be doing 2 weeks worth. We'll be doing Superstars, Action, World Class. Then I've got the Rampage right here. And then Superstars, Action, and World Class again. We've got Jake Roberts joining us in 8 days. We've got the British Bulldogs joining us in 3 days. And we've got Dr. Dusty Williams joining us in 3 days. So I'm pretty hyped about that. Sting, we've got 18 days still left on him before he joins us. And we've got this promise to Wendy Richter that's going to, I believe, happen today, actually. I think I put that in today for one of these 6 shows that we're doing. So 7 shows overall. Well, 8 shows overall. 1 is being booked by the computer for Forge. Rampage is booked by me, but then auto, the results are auto. And then the 6 shows that I actually put together also. So, like, let's look at, I don't know when the last time so-and-so, whoever's watching this, you, have joined us. But before this thing started, we had World Class Championship Wrestling. Obviously, I bought them, if you're familiar with the game. Or this playthrough, anyway. Professional Wrestling Federation was my developmental, but I severed ties with them, and now they got their own promotion going on. They're doing pretty good. It could be better, but they're not doing terrible. They're actually getting decent shows and stuff. I don't think they have any events, though. Yeah, they do have a TV every Tuesday. Okay, cool. But I had to actually have, this was already there, obviously. I actually had to add in All Japan, New Japan, and I don't know why those don't have. Oh, they created those. Look at them creating their own shit. As I say, I've never done this. How cool is that for them? Over and Out, Day of the Damned, Riot, Carnage, No Escape. Okay, cool. Good for them. I did not know that. Did they do it too, or did I give them 12? I think they're good. But I created New Japan and All Japan because they were not in there. I might go back in there and create them logos for that. That's pretty sick. It'll just be generic, fast ones, but yeah, I might just do that. All right, cool deal for them. We started out with, obviously, the AWA. We're still the AWA, but we've changed it from American Wrestling Association to Allied Wrestling Association once we hit Continental. As you can see, there's our popularity right there, which probably will go down today, but we're doing all right. We're still gaining everywhere else, too, so that's good. And then, of course, we also have the USWA that has joined the game world. They're already actually more popular than Professional Wrestling Federation, so good for them. They're signing up a bunch of the young people. They got Jesse James Armstrong, Billy Gunn, Sean Waltman. So they got a good nucleus of young guys, and then of course they've got some older vets as well. They also got Viscera. But they also have some vets like Buddy Landell and Bob Armstrong. Doug Gilbert somehow is only 20 years old. I wasn't expecting that. Jimmy Golden's 38. Randy Rose is 37. Like, they have a good mix. Not a huge roster, but they got a good mix. And then they just have the one TV show every week as well. And then AAA, who I created. I mean, not AAA. AAA I did create, but they're not here yet because they don't show up till 1992. The CMLL, who I created, do not have more than just their thing. So they did not create more like All Japan did for some reason. Like, All Japan said, fuck it, we're going for it. I like what All Japan did. That's insane to me. And that's crazy that they just created all these different ones. May. I mean, good for them though. I gave them Autumn Assault. That was one of mine, and I didn't like it so anymore, so I just repurposed it for them. But yeah, that's the update as far as the promotions go. I am actually going to add in Stampede Wrestling for Canada, and I'm going to add in the UKPW, which will have formerly been All-Star Wrestling. So I'm going to have All-Star Wrestling, but they're going to turn into UKPW. So those two will be coming to the game soon as well. So I'll have to be battling those guys for talent eventually as well. And I think I'm going to do an excursion as well with Stampede Wrestling with Chris Benoit. I think I'm going to let him go over there for a year and then bring him back. Maybe even 2 years, maybe like a year and a half, something like that. And I'm going to try to do some excursions with some of my guys so that they can gain up faster instead of just doing this Forge Wrestling, which is just one show a week. Hopefully that'll help out too. But we're going to go ahead and get started here. We're on the way to AWA Matt Gala. We just finished Deadly Draw. If you're not familiar with the end of Deadly Draw had Ric Flair become the new AWA World Champion as he beat Terry Funk, and then Dusty Rhodes had to fill in for an injured Hulk Hogan as he tweaked his ankle in the middle of the tournament. So he took his spot and he won the whole thing. So now it's going to be Ric Flair versus Dusty Rhodes at AWA Matt Gala. Right here. Last Sunday in April, Matt Gala. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped about that. This will be my first Matt Gala in the playthrough. I've got another new skin up right now, in case you can't tell. This is, I feel like the gold and black goes more with what I've got going on, with the gold trim on the AWA logo and stuff. And then the person that made it, which I will give credit to, give me a second. I'm gonna find his name. Go to find, where's the skins at? Skins by Steesh. Was it Steesh07? Yes, Steesh07 on Discord in the Pro Wrestling Sim Discord created the skin, and I told him of all the ones that I downloaded from the workshop, the gold one is my favorite. It's called the gold line skin. But my OCD was killing me when I tried to use this side menu because these didn't light up when you hovered them. They would just stay black, or well, stay what they were, and then it wouldn't change to the gold until you actually clicked it. So then it would pop up, and it was, for some reason, like super annoying to me. So he made an updated version of it, and gave it a slight update for me. So I appreciate Steesh07, because this is now the layout and the color scheme I'm going to use for the remainder of the save, unless something boring like crazy happens, like I get fired and then I go to another company that has a whole nother color scheme or whatever. But I just feel like this one fits really good and it's super clean. So we're using this one. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. I don't know if I've got to sign anybody. I do have a pending contract offer for Beulah McGillicuddy, who's in the game now. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up while I was adding stuff. We'll fix that as we go if I need to. That's the beauty of Edit Database. But we're going to go ahead and just start this first show of AWA Superstars. We got the show intro. That's 100%. That's what you like to see. And you also like to see all that green up there. Love to see the green up there. Okay, next up. Got a 93%. Ric Flair and Bobby Heenan make their entrance, but before Flair can speak as new AWA World Champion, out comes the Deadly Draw winner, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes says Flair isn't the same man who created the Horsemen many years ago. He says Flair is scared, and he's not the world champion because he's the best, but because he has Luger, Arn, and Tully hauling his baggage. Flair shoots back at Dusty, saying that he was never the man, and it eats him up inside. You may have been the people's man, but Flair says he's always been the man. Flair says if Dusty thinks he's going to just come up in the AWA, earn some fluke title shot that he shouldn't have even been involved in because of Hogan, and defeat the best wrestler in the world for the most prestigious title in the world, he's even crazier than he ever thought before. Flair says he won't lose that title unless Dusty kills him. So we had 100% on Ric Flair and Bobby Heenan making their entrance, 80% on Dusty Rhodes' entrance, 100% on Dusty Rhodes' promo, and then 93% on Ric Flair's promo. Worth it. That was a solid 11 minutes. We've got 83% as Jim Ross then makes the match official at AWA Matt Gala. It will be Ric Flair versus Dusty Rhodes for the AWA World Championship, which we already knew that, but it's nice to have it in writing there. 0.2. I do like this too. I don't know if this goes to red, if it's like more than that, like if it's a big drop off. The yellow is a little interesting. If this is yellow because it only went down a little bit, and then there's a red one because it goes up a lot, that would be awesome. And then if it went up like way more than this green, if it like turned blue, that would be cool as fuck too. But I have yet to see that because this is the first time I'm using this skin and actually progressing in the save. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that to see if that's just the color scheme or if that is going to change, because this is white still too. So I wonder if it'd be like blue for the best, green for the next best, yellow for slight loss, and then red for big loss type deal. That would be cool, but I don't know if that's the case or not. That'd be sick though. We don't really want to see red, but it would be interesting to see how that goes. 78% on the next thing. As the Fabulous Freebirds are being interviewed by Tony Schiavone. Fabulous Freebirds say they're going to have a celebration on World Class Championship Wrestling in Von Erich country for winning the AWA World Class 6-man titles at Deadly Draw. We've got a 3.5-star match, which I was not expecting. 67%. Bull Nakano defeats Judy Martin by pinfall as the Japanese Devils defeat the Glamour Girls. %. Akira Hokuto and Asia Kong, the new champs, come out and blindside dump Matsumoto and Bull Nakano. Give it a 96%. That's cool. That actually worked really well. Speaking of good promos, 90% for Austin Idol's promo. Austin Idol says that everyone thinks Austin Idol has no idea what he's gotten himself into with Sid, but it's actually the other way around. Idol says he's the champion, not just the champion, but the longest reigning AWA champion in the company. And after Matt Gala, nothing will have changed when he beats Sid 1, 2, 3. We got a 98% as Terry Funk comes out for his match against Lex Luger. But first he has something to say. Funk says Ric Flair got the better of him at Deadly Draw, but if he thinks he or the Horsemen have seen the last of him, they're gravely mistaken. Tonight he wants Lex Luger to come out to the ring so he can beat him down one more time. We got a 72%. So those are yellow. So I guess there is no red. I guess just yellow is bad. So gonna have to get used to that. They somehow pin each other at the same time. It's a draw after 14 minutes. The finish slightly hurt the match. The crowd seemed disappointed by the finish, and the fans seemed to dislike that there was no definitive winner. Of course, 72% because of that. It happens. Funny thing about that is I went to go put Funk as the winner, but Lex Luger was unhappy, so then I went to go put Lex Luger as the winner because I didn't really care either way who won. And then Terry Funk was unhappy, so it didn't matter which way I went. Somebody was going to get pissed, and I don't know why. So I just went ahead and did a draw, even though I knew it was going to hurt the match outcome. 4.5 stars, 79% as we're talking here. As Eddie Gilbert defeats Bobby Fulton, and the Midnight Express defeat the Fantastics in another fantastic match between the two. 100% Kingpin promo. The Kingpin is backstage standing with Dan Spivey. DiBiase says the only reason he isn't fighting Flair at AWA Matt Gala is because Steamboat was an awful partner who cost him his chance at advancing. DiBiase says now Steamboat has to pay and that they can do it the easy way or the hard way. And then we got an 80% match as Ted DiBiase defeats Sergeant Slaughter in the main event by pinfall. 80%. I don't think we're gonna lose popularity on this one, guys. Oh no, we gained. Whoa, wasn't expecting to gain. 82%. Dude, nice. I'll take it. Was not expecting that actually. To get an 82%. We did really good. I was not thinking that was going to happen, guys. Maybe break even, but I was actually leaning towards losing pop. We got 7 males. Did Beulah say yeah? Beulah hasn't said anything. Shit. Oh, it's still pending. Okay, I didn't see that down there. All right. 3.5 million, and we sold 18,250 tickets. Very nice. Okay, that was a good show. I'm actually surprised with how we started out. I'm not even gonna lie. Bam Bam wins the WWF World Heavyweight Championship for the first time. Good for him. That's cool. He defeated Jimmy Snuka for, I don't know if that was a vacant title. It might have been vacant. I don't think Jimmy Snuka was the champ. And then Tatanka beat Damian Demento. Jim Duggan defeated Tama. Steve Lombardi, who is the Brooklyn Brawler, defeated Sam Houston. And Ron Bass defeated Leapin' Lenny Popo. AJPW had no title matches, but they had really good matches. They had a 90 and an 85% match. Holy shit. Masawa defeated Ogawa, and Jumbo Tsuruta defeated Mighty Inoue, and then Akira defeated Gato, and Kenta Kobashi and Yoshiaki Yatsu defeated Robbie Brookside and Abdullah the Butcher. All right. They got a lot of shit going on in AJPW. Well, we're going right to the next one, I guess, guys. There's nothing really to mess around with or report here. Let's book the next event. This is at the Delta Center in Utah. We got another 100% intro, which is hopefully going to happen on all my shows today, but I'm not sure. There's one of them that I'm actually thinking it might not happen. Okay, so good stuff. Next up, 99%. Roddy Piper makes his entrance, and Piper says he's come back And a lot has changed, but one thing is the same, and it annoys him more than everything else combined. The PAT. Piper says he thinks it's time to change the course of the AWA for good. At AWA Matt Gala, he is going to pick 3 guys, and he's going to have a match with the PAT. And if Piper's team wins, the Pretty Assault team have to disband for good. And if they beat Piper's team, then Piper says he will retire. That's some big stakes right there. That's some big stakes. 99%. I like it. I like where we're starting off here. Starting off with 7 minutes of quality segments. And another 100%. Let's go. Matt Bourne video plays. Bourne says in the video, everyone keeps laughing at him like he's some sort of clown. Maybe he is. Dun, dun, dun. 100%. Let's go. 3.5 stars. As Sherry Martel defeats Devil Masami by pinfall. It was only a 66%. But that's okay. That's okay. We hit so big on the first 3. If we can hit on these next few as well, we're in there, dude. Speaking of hitting, 97% on the Paul Heyman Rick Rude promo. Heyman says he's tired of Warrior slandering Rick Rude's name, and that at AWA Matt Gala it will finally happen. Rick Rude versus Ultimate Warrior for the AWA International Championship, and Warrior and all his stupid kid fans will eat their words. Very nice. Got oh my god, a 4-star match out of nowhere, which I definitely was not expecting from David Schultz. Okay, David Schultz, I see you. Holy shit. Steamboat wins with the flying crossbody over David Schultz, and what was a 4-star match. Great main event match there. And then final segment, 86%. As Ted DiBiase and Dan Spivey attack Steamboat after the match, Scott Hall actually comes out and runs off DiBiase and Spivey. This should be a game. This should be a game, dude. Let's go. Let's see. Let's go. 83%. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Beulah accepted our offer. We'll check that in a second. Let's look at NWA real quick. Jim Neidhart defeated Bad News Allen in the main event. Sting, Steve Williams, Bill Kazmaier, and Chris Champion defeated Ivan Koloff, Hercules Hernandez, Stan Lane, and Mil Mascaris. And Buddy Roberts defeated Kendall Windham. Beulah accepts our offer. Finalize the contract. All right, we had sold 19,387 ticks. And on ESPN, we had a 3.6 million. Okay. Killing it, guys. We are fucking killing it right now. Changing her name to Dixie Hayes. All right. And then let's look at New Japan's show. Oh my goodness. They had 3 high quality matches and a tag team title match as Fujinami and Hashimoto defeated Minoru Suzuki and Riki Choshu to retain the IWGP tag team titles. Antonio Inoki defeated Yamazaki, and Fujiwara defeated Sasaki. 78, 84, and 89%, dude. In comparison, my matches were 66% and 84% on my last one. I had 2 matches. So they're killing me on match quality. Not so much on charisma and stuff, obviously. My angles and promos are way better than them. But still quality stuff there. Okay, so we're gonna skip a day ahead here. There we go. We officially have Davey Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid. And Davey Boy Smith vacates the WWF Intercontinental title. He was their Intercontinental Champion. Steve Williams joins us as well. Axel Rotten has entered the wrestling world. Good for him. And the Tonga Kid signs a new contract with the WWF. Good for him. That's good for him. Be interesting to see who they get the IC title to. Let's look at NWA real quick. Mean Mark Callis and Honky Tonk Man defeat the Barbarian and Ole Anderson to retain the tag team titles. Stan Lane defeats Brad Rangans, and Mike Rotundo defeats Chris Champion. Oh, and there was another one, CMLL. Let's look at CMLL. High quality matches from them as well, from top to bottom. Very solid. Not a lot of drop off. You had Vampiro win in the main event against Hector Garza. El Dandy defeated Jerry Estrada. Felino defeated Damien 666. Piano 5 defeated Angel Azteca and Atlantis. Peroth Jr. defeated Lizmark. And El Santo defeated La Parca in the opening matchup. Nice. Okay. Short list news. Obviously, we know this already that they're coming over, so that's good. We got them all. We have, well, yeah, we have them all now. That's cool. Cool. We just got an influx of more talent, which we already had that 139 because like when they agree to your shit, even though it takes 30 days for them to get to you, it already counts right there. So no big deal there. We are going to be losing a lot of guys here shortly, so don't let that 139 fool you. That's a lot of wrestlers. Don't get me wrong, it is. I mean, this is like WCW roster size in 1998. You know what I'm saying? But I promise you, it'll start thinning out a little bit for sure. All right, and now we're going to AWA World Class Championship Wrestling. $100% for the intro on that. %. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Next segment, we've got a 60%. That's not good. Adrian Adonis, Paul Orndorff, and Bob Orton Jr. defeat Patriot, Manny Fernandez, and Liger when Adrian Adonis defeats Manny Fernandez by pinfall, so the PAT get a win. Next up is the Freebird title celebration. It's only got 63%. The Fabulous Freebirds make their entrance and start their AWA World Class Six-Man title celebration. However, once Hayes calls out the girls to join in on the fun, the Von Erichs run out instead and clean house. So there you go, 71-55, 64. Not the best numbers, but not the worst. And Warrior tries to save the show himself with another 100%er, as Ultimate Warrior says he's glad to see his shot is finally coming, because when he takes that shot, he's going to run faster, fight harder, live stronger, and win the AWA International title. And then in the main event segment, we've got a 94%er as the Horsemen all come out to the ring. Flair says the match has been made official. Not that he was expecting anything less. He knows a lot of people get granted special requests when he's the champion because management hates him whenever he's the champion. It's only because he tells it like it is. Flair says Dusty has no shot to win the AWA World title at AWA Met Gala, and that everyone who looks up to him as the working class hero are going to be let down one more time. Woo! Let's go. 94%. I'm hoping these last two segments in the first segment saved it, but probably not, because the bulk of the show was in the 60s. Yeah, we lost 0.3. Damn it, 73%. It's really hard to put stuff that's not on the main storylines onto WCCW and have it do well, because World Class Championship Wrestling is just like a 45-minute show or whatever it is. It's like a really small show. So I try not to put all the big people on there because it's only available in North America. So I want my stuff that's available in other countries to be the main thing. That's why AWA Superstars is so long. It's my longest show. But when you do that, you can't go wrong. Like, if you go wrong even a little bit, because everything is weighted differently on the smaller show. So if you have one or two bad segments on that show, you're done. But it could have been worse, I guess. It's all right. We gained popularity in the first two, which I'm actually shocked about. So losing a little bit of it, not the worst thing. I'm okay with that. Jimmy Snuka wins the IC title. Well, we got that answer really fast, didn't we? There we go, 1.5. It's 4,000, yeah, 4,500, obviously. And then 1.56 million people watched it. Not terrible. Let's look at what happened here. Jimmy Snuka defeated Butch Reed to win the WWF Intercontinental title that was vacant. Coco Beware defeated Damian Demento. Jake Roberts defeated King Harley Race. And Kamala defeated George Steele. They still got some names until I get Jake the Snake, of course, when he comes over to me, which will be in 4 days. The USWA had a big show. Let's see what they got going on. Bob Armstrong defeated Reggie B. Fine in the main event. Jesse James Armstrong defeated King Cobra. Buddy Landell defeated Don Bass. Randy Rose and Sean Waltman defeated Billy Gunn and Nelson Knight. Jimmy Golden defeated Doug Gilbert. And then in Portland, we had Billy Jack Haynes defeat Cannonball Grizzly. Rip Oliver defeated Jason Knight. And the Grappler defeated Scott Peterson. All right. This is all quite interesting. We're going to book the AWA Forge Rampage show, which is my NXT takeover type deal. It's the big show for the developmental show. So Rampage is interesting because I book it, but the results are auto. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Yeah, all right, let's do that. Let's see how it goes. Oh, we had a 100% show intro. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I'll take that. The Pacific Warriors defeated the Simpson brothers as Fatu gets the pinfall. Next up, Luna Vachon defeats Lisa Moretti. 54%. Steven Regal wins. So Steven Regal and Dave Taylor successfully retained the Forge Tag Team Championships over the Dynamite Express. It was a 4-star match, by the way. That's pretty good. Cactus Jack promo, 85%. DDP, Scott Norton, and Jeff Jarrett defeat, or no, wait, who wins? Oh, no. Cactus Jack, Ming, and Dean Malenko defeat Diamond Dallas Page, Scott Norton, and Jeff Jarrett in a 3-on-3 match, 62%. Rhonda Singh promo. A 3.5-star match as Rhonda Singh retains her Forge Women's Championship over Kyoko Inoue. Eddie Guerrero promo, 82%. And the main event is Benoit versus Eddie Guerrero for the Forge Championship. And Chris Benoit successfully retains it in a 4-star match, 69%. We lost 0.2 pop. So not terrible, but we gained in Latin America 0.7. So, I mean, it's whatever. We take the good with the bad. Bad with the good. Ooh, Stan Lane is available. Great Muda wants to compete for a title as he is a fucking champion. But all right. Cool. I'll get right on that for you. I'll say yes. And hopefully that counts whenever I do that. I really want to try to get Stanley. How old is Stanley? It's only 35. Now, if I get him, do I put him with Eddie Gilbert and Bobby Eaton and put the Midnight Express back together? Or do I bring him in with his old tag team, the Fabulous Ones? I forgot. Who the fuck was the other Fabulous one? Steve Kern, right? This is going to be interesting. Let me see. All Workers. Steve Kern is not signed anywhere. He has 65 wrestling ability. He's 37. Entertainment 65. That's not terrible. No, this isn't terrible. Hold on. Fuck this. We're going for it. I'll do what? He's 37. So we'll go 3 years. 2 years. We'll do a 2-year deal. We'll do a 2-year deal. He wants $15,000 a month, so we'll give him $40,000 a month. We'll give him $100,000 signing bonus. You're not going to get no gate appearance. We'll give you 15% of your merchandise. You only wanted 5. Mid card. Do we do face? Fabulous Ones were face, right? We'll do face. Fuck it. Because if I can get them, I want them to feud against the Midnight Express. I need to look this up to make sure it's actually him. I'm pretty sure it's Steve Kern, though. Usually I say some stupid shit while I play this game, and it's not right. But I'm a fucking genius when it comes to wrestling stuff when I'm not live. So, let me make sure. It is Steve Kern. Okay. So Steve Kern is part of the Fabulous Ones. And it had to be him and Stan Lane, I think. Yes. Okay. He also won the U.S. Tag Team Championship with Mike Graham 3 times and Stan Lane twice. He also won the CWA World Tag Team Championships 2 times with Stan Lane. And the USWA World Tag Team Championship with Stan Lane 1 time as well, which is now in existence. So this would be a good get for me. So we'll go mid-card face, I think. We'll make him that offer for 2 years, and then we'll just do Stan Lane for 2 years as well. He'll be 37. Well, I could have just done 3, but it'll be all right. I can resign him, no big deal. 0 for that. He wants 12,000, so that's 24,000. And we'll give you 100,000 signing bonus as well, because we know you want it 5 or a mid card in the face as well. It's a little weird that they don't have them listed on here as with the chemistry for the fucking Fabulous Ones. I think that's a little weird. And make offer. All right, we might have another tag team in our very deep tag team division. Because there's a secret play I want to play here where I was scrolling down and Jim Cornette is right there, 39 days away. So if I can get Jim Cornette and get these 2 guys and put Jim Cornette with him to go against the new Midnight Express that's with Paul Heyman, it'll be kind of like real life, but not really. Because I like my version of Eddie Gilbert. Because Paul Heyman had like the original Midnight Express or whatever the fuck they were. He got the old guys to come back and fight against Bobby Eaton and Stan Lane. This is a little different. I actually like this idea a little bit more. Do I want Jim Cornette to be the good guy? Not really, but it's whatever. Paul Heyman is such a good heel. Jim Cornette is too, but I need somebody to talk for him. And if I can get Jim Cornette there, It just makes too much sense storyline-wise to make it happen. So NWA made a contract offer for him, but so did I. We'll see if he accepts. If he doesn't, no big deal. We'll figure something out. It's not like I don't have the talent to get by here or anything. I've got a deep tag team division. I just had the British Bulldogs join my roster. So speaking of huge things, WWF holds WrestleMania out of nowhere that I totally forgot about. Bam Bam Bigelow defeats Jake Roberts to retain the WWF World Heavyweight Championship. Jimmy Snuka retains the WWF Intercontinental Championship against Rick Martel. And King Harley Race and Kamala defeat Jim Duggan and Jacques Rougeau to retain the WWF World Tag Team title. Earthquake retains the $1 Million Championship, which won't be for long because I am about to sue their company and get my title back for the Kingpin Ted DiBiase. Tatanka defeats Virgil. Ron Garvin defeats Corporal Kirshner. Ken Patera defeats Dino Bravo. Damian Demento gets a dub at WrestleMania over Lanny Poffo. Steve Lombardi defeats Paul Roma. And Ron Bass in the opening match defeats George Steele. What a drop-off for George Steele, guys. He was world champion. He ended Hogan's streak. Now he's losing in the first match of WrestleMania. Kind of brutal when you think about it. Kind of brutal. And at the same time, we've got CMLL holding their anniversary show. So this is supposed to be a big deal as well. Blue Demon Jr. retains the World Heavyweight Championship over Hector Garza. El Santo and Dr. Wagner Jr. defeat El Dandy and Hector Guerrero to retain the CMLL Tag Team Championships. Viano won. Lismark and Jerry Estrada win against the Vianos, even though the title wasn't all aligned for some reason. Pyroth Jr. defeated Felino. Conan defeated Vampiro. Viano 5 defeated Silver King. And Angel Azteca defeated La Parca. Nothing there. What? These guys trying to get my dude. Dude, I don't understand what that shit. Steve Keirn was magically offered a contract by WWF. After I fucking tried to give him a contract. Reply. Finalize. Reply. Finalize. So now we got the fabulous ones as well eventually whenever Stan Lane comes over. Although I don't see... It's supposed to be 30 days away. But I don't see his picture up there. He's not already on my shit, is he? No, I got Stan Hansen, but not him. But I do have Steve Keirn, so that's cool. I don't know why it's not popping up on my... Maybe it won't pop up until I go another day, I guess. Let's look at... Okay. Big Steel Man defeated Dwayne Bruce. Baron Von Raschke defeated Steve DeSalvo. Ice Train defeated Dick Slater. John Nord defeated Max Payne. Tommy Rich defeated Adrian Street. Bob Holly defeated Billy Joe Travis. Bill Irwin of the Wild Bunch defeated the Headhunters, and Rocco Rock of Public Enemy defeated Tex and Shanghai. That's a decent indie show. You can see the guys coming up. That's cool. Speaking of guys coming up, PWF holds a show where Jason Knight retains over Scott Peterson in the main event. Greg Gagne defeats Glacier, and Curtis Thompson defeats Biff Wellington. $100%. We're on to week 2 here. Okay, 100%. This is our next big show. We need this to hit because we've lost popularity last couple. We started out strong. We're not doing too hot right now. I do like the storylines I have going, so hopefully they all pay off for me. I know they won't all pay off, but one can dream. One can dream, guys. All right, so we can start out with 100% though. That's good. 84%. Dusty Rhodes makes his entrance, but the Brainbusters attack him halfway down the aisle while all three men are in the ring. The Midnight Riders come out to help Dusty. Dusty then grabs a mic and cuts a promo with a face full of blood. I'm still standing, baby. This is the hard times that I thrive in, and I'm going to show Ric Flair and the rest of the Horsemen what real hard times are all about. So you had 89, 84, 78, 84. Not terrible. Not terrible for a 9-minute segment. I'll take that. Quality right there. 60% as Medusa retains the Ladies Championship over Velvet McIntyre. 60%. Then we got a 95% as Heyman signals to the back to get all his Alliance members out to the ring. Heyman says that AWA Matt Gala, the Alliance, will take their rightful place at the top of the wrestling food chain. Next up, we've got an 83% segment as Randy Savage and Nancy Green are back. They make their way down to the ring for the first time in what seems like forever since Savage lost the world title to Terry Funk. Savage issues an open challenge to anyone in the back who wants to go against the best. Savage says, "Here's your chance." Then Matt Bourne comes out. He has a microphone and he tells Savage that no one cares about his open challenge. He places the mic down and leaves. Savage looks confused. And at 100%, 81%, 78%, 67%. So 83 for that. Not terrible either. I will take these two big segments. That's 19 minutes of 83.5%. We need over 80 to gain pop, I believe. So I'm cool with that. The 60%, hopefully that doesn't bring us down too bad. Speaking of, Great Muta versus Ultimo Dragon, which usually doesn't hit good numbers because they're not involved in a storyline, but 74% here and a 4-star match as the Great Muta spit screen miss in Ultimo Dragon's eyes, and Muta retains the AWA Television Championship. 87% match quality, dude. 85% for a video vignette for Southern Heat. Southern Heat are headed to the AWA. We had a 4.5-star match. Jesus. As Akira Okudo and Asia Kong defeat the Crush Gals when Okudo defeated Lioness Asuka with a spin kick. So they retain the titles. It is 72%. I think we're not going to get this, guys. I only got 1, 2, 3, 4 segments left. So not looking great. 90%. Okay. Okay, I'll take it. Dump Matsumoto and Bull Nakano attack Asia Kong and Akira Okudo after the match with Singapore Canes. Let's go. Next segment is only a 73%er as Sid destroys Scott Hall in 8 minutes. Ted DiBiase promo hit for me? No, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. DiBiase says tonight he and Dan Spivey will take out Steamboat and whoever his partner is for good. It was only 88%, unfortunately. I thought it would be higher because last time it was 100, but whatever. And then we got the main event. I mean, 88 is still good. It's better than, 80, but still. I need I've got too many low segments. 85 3-star match. I think we're gonna lose here, guys. But we ended strong though. We gave it a valiant effort to come back. Ricky Steamboat defeats Dan Spivey by pinfall to get the dub as he teamed up with Kurt Hennig, was his special mystery partner, to get the win over the Kingpin and Dan Spivey. Ooh, we gained it. Oh my God. Oh, barely. 81%. We gained it. Oh, I was not expecting that. Let's go. Dude, my shows are hitting. We officially have Jake Roberts as well. My shows are hitting, dude. No, 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 no. The promise to Bermuda actually did count. He's the champ, and it counted as his title match. Hilarious. Medusa's hit with an injury. That is not good. One of my main matches. Please don't be long. Let's go to medical. October 18th. Shit, shit, shit. That is not good. $3.9. And the tickets was 18,197. Holy shit, man. Damn, that's a long time. I don't think I have her in another match, but I had her in another segment. Yeah, I had her in another fucking segment, and she was supposed to wrestle at the fucking pay-per-view. Oh, that is not good. We're gonna have to go back to the drawing board on that one now. Fuck, man. Medusa and Sherry were so... What was it? What was the injury? Another... What is it with the quads? There's 3 quad injuries sitting here. I actually had 4. I think Piper, one of the times he got hurt, was a quad too. What the fuck? Earthquake defeated Corporal Kirshner in the main event of Primetime Wrestling to retain the WWF $1 Million Championship. I gotta get that title back. Hey, stop barking. Steve Lombardi lost to Coco Beware in the opener. Sandman defeated Leap and Landing Poffo, and Junkyard Dog defeated King Harley Race. I do like that they actually had the angle involving Earthquake and Corporal Kirshner and then had them fight. That's like the first time I've seen that, so that's cool. Something finally made sense for them. How about that? And then AJPW has Tenru defeating Abdullah the Butcher. Mighty Inoue defeated Robbie Brookside, and then Ogawa defeated Kenta Kobashi. We got Jake Roberts, though. Man. Man. That is not good. I wish you could hire like a trained staff for your medical to get people back faster. That would be great. That's one thing that I wish this game had. Yeah, obviously I'd have to spend more money, but it makes sense to have doctors on standby to pay them, you know? Which they might already take into account with your staff, but I'm not sure that they do. Go to finances, let's see. Yeah, I mean, medical's right there, but like... So I assume that medical isn't being hit unless, what? Unless somebody's hurt? Then I lose the money? I don't know. I don't know how that works. And it doesn't work if you hover over it, so... I don't know. I guess we're gonna go into the next one. Go to the next segment. Or next match. Or, Jesus Christ. Next show. 100% for the show intro. So we're starting off hot. These are the two shows I'm worried about because we might just break even at the end of this if these two shows don't go well. Next up, 76%. That's not what you want to see, but it's okay. Backstage, the Horsemen are attacking Barry Windham and Magnum TA. Arn Anderson keeps yelling out, "Where is Dusty?" Next up, 64. Oh, 3 stars. 64% 3-star match between Wendy Richter and Manami Toyota. Toyota wins with the Ocean Queen bomb. Next up, we got an 89% promo as Adrian Adonis with the rest of the Pretty Assault team says that he and the rest of the PAT want Piper gone more than anyone, so they accept his challenge. Adonis says, "Good luck finding 3 guys who want to team with you." Well, that doesn't take long because, booyah, 95% promo. Hogan is backstage and says if Roddy Piper needs his help against PAT and Piper calls, Hogan will answer. We've got Dusty versus Arn Anderson. And Dusty defeats Arn Anderson by pinfall, 83%. And then the main segment of the show, we've got a 97%. Okay, we might have saved it. We might have saved this. Please break even. Please at least break even. Flair and Luger come out to beat up Dusty Rhodes. Flair grabs a mic and says, "This is a dynasty, Dusty. You don't just walk into the realm of the Horsemen, my realm, and take my spot." Come on, baby. No pop. We'll take it. 80 is breaking even. That's insane. 80 is breaking even on here. WWF planning to build a company around Bam Bam. Yeah, no shit. I would hope so since he's your world champion. We got the promise of Wendy Richter succeeding. That's good. We got a lot of good stuff that happened today. 3.8 million on this one. And we had 18,197 ticket sales again. I think we ran the same place twice in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's see. Let's look at NWA main event. NWA has Honky Tonk Man and Ivan Koloff defeating the Powers of Pain. Mil Maskers defeated Brad Rangans. Scott Steiner of the Steiner Brothers defeated the Mod Squad. They're my only team that I want. That's the only team I need. I need the Steiner Brothers. I've got everyone else. Ivan Koloff and ooh, that might have been Nikita Koloff. My bad. Nikita Koloff and Honky Tonk Man down there. Ivan Koloff and Jim Neidhart defeated the Dynamic Dudes. And then New Japan, as Antonio Inoki went into the main event against Yamazaki. Minoru Suzuki defeated Koshinaka. And Fujiwara defeated Sasaki. Good matches too. 77-77 and an 84. Okay. We got one more show to do, guys. My last small show, so if I lose popularity, it shouldn't be too much. 0.3 maybe at the most, unless it's really bad. Let's see what happens here. All right, let's see. Next day, we're going to have a day in between here. How many more days before I can try to sign? Oh, 34. Jim Cornette's contract is going to have to be done next episode, guys. Ooh, I'm very interested in that, though. I'm very interested in that. All right, so we've got 3, as you can see right there, right after Matt Gala, pay-per-view. We've got Bob Orton Jr., Big John Studd, and King Kong Bundy's contracts are all going to be gone, and I'm not re-signing them. So that'll be quite interesting to see how that goes. Okay, crossing the fingers. Wait, did we already look at this? No, we didn't. Okay, Bad News Allen defeated Ivan Koloff in the main event. Mil Mascus defeated Chris Champion, and Hercules Hernandez got a dub over Brad Rannigan. So they're just killing Brad Rannigan, bro. Killing him. Using him as an enhancement talent. Viano 4 defeated Viano 3. I don't know why that is a thing. Let's see. Conan defeated El Dandy, Blue Demon Jr. Blue Demon Jr., Dr. Wagner Jr., Felino, El Santo, and Hector Guerrero defeated Laparco, Damien 666, Jerry Estrada, Peralta Jr., and Vampiro. 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5-on-5 match in CMLL. I love it. I love that CMLL is putting on that kind of match. That's cool. 5-on-5, dude. Only I've been doing that kind of shit. I've seen 3-on-3 and 4-on-4, but 5-on-5 is intense. That's pretty cool. Hector Garza defeated Viano 1. Silver King defeated Lizmark. Atlantis defeated Angel Azteca, which I believe those are tag team partners. So I don't know what they got going on with the tag team partners fighting each other here. But I'm loving it. It's very interesting. And we've got our last show here to do. There it is. That's the one I was worried about. The only show intro not to get 100%, 86%. I was worried about it, but it's whatever, dude. Yeah, this is not a good start. 86 is a good start. Like, as far as like, I just like the 100 threshold at the beginning is a nice little cushion to have for your show intro. 68, yeah, we're gonna lose popularity here, but it's okay. Fabulous Freebirds enter the ring. Michael Hayes says that last week on AWA WCCW. The Von Erichs crashed our celebration, and they understand why. They understand that they're just jealous of them. They're mad that they're no longer the world-class six-man champions. However, they also know that this rivalry can only end one way. One of the teams between the Freebirds and the Von Erichs must break up. Jimmy Garvin says they're aware that they're all brothers, so they can still have Christmas and Thanksgiving together. They can still go trick-or-treating on Halloween together. But when it comes to wrestling, they can never team together as a trio again. So we'll see if the Von Erichs accept that stipulation. Next up, we've got Savage with an 80% promo. Man, this is not good, guys. This is not good. Randy Savage is backstage with Nancy Green and says, just like Hogan, if Piper needs him, he's there. Ooh, yeah. We only got 2 more segments left, and we are well below an average of 80. 87 helps it a little bit, but not a lot. And the last main event definitely is not going to help it. So, yeah, this is going to be a L, but that's all right, guys. Shivani is standing by with the Alliance. Shivani asked Paul Heyman if he's worried about what may happen if the stable goes 0-3 at AWA Matt Gala. Heyman says the only way his team goes 0-3 at Matt Gala is if someone kills him the day before and he isn't able to deliver the plan to the Alliance. Heyman said Rude will retain, Medusa will retain, Sid will bring home the AWA national title. Everything will be aligned for the Alliance. Now, the Medusa thing obviously is, we haven't announced that she's injured to the game, to the people in storyline, but yeah, not looking great here. And then last, we've got a 71% main event match. Ugh, that sucks, man. This is gonna be an L at the end, but it's okay. I had a feeling about this one anyway. I actually didn't know that the other shows were gonna do as well as they did, so I'm actually overall I'm up. Especially for the first 2 weeks of a new month, going towards a new pay-per-view. But we had the Von Erichs team up with the Rock and Roll Express to go against the Soulless Patrol and the Midnight Express, and Kerry Von Erich defeated Mr. Hughes to get the dub for his team. We lost 0.3 popularity. It was only a 75. We cut it close at the end, but it was not enough. But it's no big deal. We still sold the 4,500 tickets. And the 1.52 million viewers, so no big deal. Luckily, that's just a local show. We missed on both of them. We usually hit those. Let's check out WWF Superstars real quick. Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Junkyard Dog. Kamala defeated Tatanka. And Jim Duggan defeated Virgil. And then USWA held their show. Got critical success for this, by the way, because they're so low, so it doesn't really matter. But Jimmy Golden defeated Bob Armstrong in the main event. Reggie B. Fine and Buddy Landell defeated Randy Rose and King Cobra. Billy Gunn defeated Jesse James Armstrong. Interesting. New Age Outlaws going against each other. Doug Gilbert defeated Don Bass. And Sean Waltman defeated Nelson Knight. And then in the Portland Wrestling, let's see. Billy Jack Haynes kept the world title over Ken Shamrock. Rip Oliver defeated Scott Peterson. Billy Jack Haynes won another match against Jason Knight for some reason. And Rip Oliver and Cannonball Grizzly defeated the Grappler and Paul Diamond. So Rip Oliver and Billy Jack Haynes both fought twice for some reason. Interesting. Interesting. Let me make sure. Let me look at their roster real quick and make sure, because I put Jeff Warner on their team. Okay, so I don't know why they're not using him, but he's there. Probably because of his popularity, I assume. But he's there to be used. Nick Busick's there to be used. Like, I don't understand what's going on, why they keep using the same dudes multiple times. You had Nick Busick and Big Juice right there that you could have used in a match together. Pat Tanaka sitting there, not being used. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this game sometimes. All right, we're gonna have to go a couple more days. We just got a bunch of reports. New Japan is better than All Japan by 1, 4-3 on that. Let's see, what's the mail for? Oh yeah, my stuff. Yeah, I'm killing right now. It took me a while, but I'm killing them. And next is local indie. Probably Brookside and Dave Taylor versus Steve Regal. That's got to be like a UK thing. I can't think of anything else that could be. Jim Cornette. 31 days. Oh, we might be able to actually offer him one right now, because we're going to go one more day. We have to book the event. It's 30 days. I'm pretty sure you're allowed to do it, right? Jim Cornette. Begin negotiation. Here we go. We're going to at least get a thing in here. That's good, too, because I might forget. All right, he's only 26, so we're going 4 years. 0 pay per appearance per month, though. We're going to give you 30. I'm going to give him 30. 1, 2, 3. 30,000. Signing bonus, 100,000. We'll give you 15% of your merch. I do not care. We'll give you face, obviously, because we're going to put you with the fabulous ones if you say yes. And it looks like we're good here. Sports agent, I think, is what we're going to do. If that's on here still. Oh, yeah. And more make offer. Okay, we'll see if he accepts. If we get Jim Cornette, bro. Dude, I've got like every fucking manager you could possibly imagine. Event histories, allied. Yeah, so far we haven't not been having the greatest. It actually was better than the previous World Class Championship Wrestling, so by 2%. So that's cool. All right, so we've had a 73, a 66, a 56, a 81, a 80, and a 75, and then a 60. Oof. Go to all promotions. We're still at 81. We're still at 81. We're still hovering 81. All right. So next one we'll be doing. Oh man, we got an injury to Medusa, so I got to work that out. I might just have to postpone that match or even strip her of the title because that's way too long. We're in April, so May. Still got the rest of April, so we can count April still. April, May, June, July, August, September. And then it's what, like middle October? Yeah. Holy shit. So it's like 6 months. Go May, June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, 6 months, dude. 6 months she's gone. I'm gonna have to drop that title. Fuck, I'm gonna have to drop that title. All right, that's fine. I'll figure something out. We'll drop it and maybe do a tournament or something, a small tournament for it. New influx of talent I got to work with as well. They're in here now. Figure that shit out. I get Sting into the company in 4 days as well. Woo, man. I have to see if I can extend action out to be a little bit longer. What's my let's look at this real quick before I get off of here. My events or whatever. Yeah, events. So it's 120 minutes for Forge, 45, 150. All right, so it's an hour for action, 2 hours for superstars, and 45 minutes for World Class Championship Wrestling. So I'm thinking I might have to go 90 minutes for action, an hour and a half, and then an hour for World Class. I need more content. I think the 2 hours is really what I want to cap out for a main show, you know? Let's do an hour and a half. And then let's do this for an hour. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how. Actually, no. Let's hold on. I don't want to mess up the. Well, I don't have that shit booked yet, I guess, but I do have some of the stuff written out. I'll keep it like this, and then after Matt Gala, we'll see if I want to extend it to that. But right now, it's looking like I might do that. Change action to an hour and 30 minutes. Change WCCW to 1 hour. These are my proposed changes. I'll see how I feel about those. I don't want to do it on a whim and then, I don't like it. We'll see. I do have a lot of storylines going on at a time right now because I have so many wrestlers. So we'll see if I want to do that. But I'll wait till after Matt Gala's over before I determine that, because Matt Gala and then I've got Super Slam coming up. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But right now I'm pretty hyped. We're gonna see if we get Jim Cornette at the beginning of the next one for sure. Sting comes in 4 days, so that's cool. And then we only got 19 days before we say bye to Bob Orton, Big John Studd, and King Kong Bundy. So that's gonna be sad because I think they've all held gold here actually. Let's see, Big John Studd. I think he held the tag titles. Yeah, one-time AWA World Tag Team Champions with literally with goddamn, I'm dumb. With King Kong Bunny. He's getting $40,000 per month though, so that'll be a nice little thing to be gone. And then King Kong Bunny's getting 30,000. He had obviously he was also tag champs. He's only 31, by the way. He's definitely going to get picked up. And then Bob Orton Jr. is a two-time AWA TV champion for only a total of 18 days. He only gets paid $10,800 a month, but so his not really a money thing. It's more of a he's 38, and I don't really know what else to do with him because after the Piper thing, he was riding Piper's coattails, did the gimmick with Piper, then got in the Piper Assault team, and now I'm splitting the Piper Assault team up. So he's kind of just lost in limbo, and I'd rather him just go somewhere else and help out another company at this point instead of just sitting on my roster. Well, yeah, there you have it, guys. Oops, sorry about that. There you have it. There it is. We are done for today. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We might do 7, 8, 9. We might do 3 weeks. I might do all 3 of these weeks because it was 5 weeks in between because of the way the calendar dropped. So, yeah, I might do 3 weeks worth of. And so the next episode could be a big one. We could be doing AWA Matt Gala next time. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I am out, and hope you guys enjoy it, whether you watch it here live on Twitch or later on YouTube. This has been Pro Wrestling Sim Saving the AWA, April 1989. I am the Straight Edge Monster. Deuces.